Welcome back to Face the Nation. I'm John Dickerson. This was supposed to be Infrastructure Week. Instead, the Trump administration had to compete with chaos, mixed messages, and infighting. The culprit? Often the president, who took to Twitter less to advance his agenda than to engage in dead-end fights and contradict his administration's policies at home and abroad.
We're under siege. We will come out bigger and better and stronger than ever.
It all started Monday with a storm of tweets in the wake of the London terror attacks. In 140-character bursts, President Trump criticized London's Muslim mayor and shamed his own Justice Department for having watered down his order halting immigration from countries with terrorist links, and for not calling it a travel ban. On Tuesday, President Trump sided with the 9 Arab countries punishing Qatar, claiming it backs terrorists, saying the move showed his diplomacy with those countries was paying off. The problem? His Pentagon had just voiced support for Qatar, where America has its largest military base in the Middle East, and where his Secretary of State says the Arab blockade of Qatar is hurting the fight against ISIS. Wednesday, administration aides were battling back stories of strife. The New York Times reported Attorney General Jeff Sessions had offered to resign. President Trump was reportedly unhappy Sessions had recused himself from the Russia investigation. For 2 days, White House spokespeople could not confirm that the president had faith in his Attorney General. And Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats was trying to answer for a Washington Post report, saying the president had asked him to get then FBI Director James Comey to back off his investigation.
I don't believe it's appropriate for me to address that in a public session.
Thursday, Comey himself testified to pressure he felt from the president in 9 one-on-one conversations, and the reason he thought he was fired.
It's my judgment that I was fired because of the Russia investigation.
He also defended his actions as head of the FBI.
The administration then chose to defame me and, more importantly, the FBI by saying that the organization was in disarray, that it was poorly led, that the workforce had lost confidence in its leader. Those were lies, plain and simple.
Compelling, but the president had powerful defenders like House Speaker Paul Ryan.
The president's new at this. He's new to government, and so he probably wasn't steeped in the long-running protocols.
Friday, during a joint news conference, President Trump claimed vindication.
No collusion, no obstruction. He's a leaker.
On Friday afternoon, President Trump escaped the White House heat and headed for his golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey.